Real estate videos are the latest trend. Nowadays, touched up real estate photos are simply not enough. People want videos to showcase how their property looks and feels.
So do you want to get your foot in the door with real estate videography and capitalize on this booming industry? If so, then keep on watching. Hi, my name's Jono.
And my name's Jason.
And we are best mates and full-time filmmakers based in Sydney, Australia. And in this video, we're going to share with you the exact 3 steps that we followed to get started with real estate videography. In 2019, Jason and I were complete beginners who had just picked up our first cameras. Over the next 2 years, we turned our videography hobby into a side business while I worked full-time as a lawyer and Jason studied as a full-time student. Nowadays, we work full-time on our video production company. And this is the story of how we got our foot in the door with real estate videography.
Step 1 is to get proper gear. So for real estate videos, you essentially need 5 pieces of gear. So the first piece of gear that you need is a camera that shoots slow motion at least 60 frames per second. This allows you to slow the footage down in post so that you can get the smooth movement that makes real estate videos look so dreamy. As mentioned in our previous videos, we started off using the Canon 200D, which cost around $500. And since then, we've upgraded to the GH5 Panasonic, and it has been a workhorse for us when shooting real estate videos. It has the capability to shoot up to 60 frames per second in 4K, which is a massive bonus as well. So number 2 is getting a wide-angle lens. In real estate videography, you want to make your rooms look as big and wide as possible, and this is achieved primarily through your lens choice. You don't want to go too wide, as this will distort your image and give you a weird fisheye look. And you don't want to go too tight, or else the room will start to look small. So the ideal focal length that we will recommend when doing real estate videography is between 10 to 16 mm depending on your sensor size. When we started doing real estate videography, we were using a Tokina 11 to 16 mm lens. Nowadays we're using a Olympus 7 to 14 mm micro four thirds lens.
Number 3 is a stabilizer. We would recommend using a gimbal because in our opinion, it is best suited to the type of shots that you need for real estate videos. Not to mention, a gimbal allows you to move around the property very quickly in comparison to something like a slider. When we first started, we used the DJI Ronin S, and we have since upgraded to the DJI Ronin S2, which is much lighter and also much easier to set up.
So the 4th piece of gear that you will need is a drone. For real estate videography, agents are going to expect drone footage, which provides an aerial view of the property they're selling. Drone footage is also a great way to showcase the surrounding areas, which helps convey the full value of the home to potential buyers.
Number 5 is audio equipment. Real estate agents typically like to do a short introduction at the beginning of their videos to show their face on camera and market themselves in the local area. Oftentimes they also like to do a voiceover for the video to convey the key selling features of the home. So with your equipment, you want to make sure you have something that allows you to capture clean audio. We would recommend a lavalier mic because agents generally like to walk around when they're providing their introductions. In our experience, we have found the Rode Wireless Go mic to be a really handy piece of equipment because you can just clip it onto the real estate's clothing and start filming. This is particularly handy with female real estate agents because it can be quite tricky trying to hide the wires of a lav mic through their clothing.
Now we're going on to step 2, which is building a portfolio of real estate videos. So the way Jono and I first started was by making videos of our own homes. We made sure our houses are nice and tidy before we shoot, and we shot the video as if our respective houses were going up on sale. We found this to be the best way to get started without getting anyone's permission.
If you think about it, a real estate agent who doesn't know you at all is unlikely to give you a shot, even if you're offering to do it for free, if you don't have any proof to show them that you are at least capable of producing a somewhat decent video. They still have to take time out of the day to organize a shoot, come to the property and open it up for you to actually do the video. So by having 2 or 3 videos that you've shot of your own home or a relative's home, it shows them that you can produce a somewhat decent real estate video and you're not wasting their time. Now, if you don't live in a decent looking house or apartment, you can ask a friend or a relative who might have a nicer place for you to film. When Jason and I first got started, we actually asked my aunt to film her house. At the time, she had built this 2-story house and it was styled absolutely beautifully. Better yet, if you have a friend or a relative who actually works as a real estate agent, reach out to them and tell them that you're looking to get started with real estate videography and offer to do a free shoot for them. A friend or a relative who likes and trusts you is much more likely to take time out of their day to organize a free shoot for you compared to an agent who doesn't know you at all.
Once we have shot Jono's house, my house, and our auntie's house, we have 3 real estate videos in our portfolio. And that brings up to step 3, which is outreaching to real estate agents. The strategy that we used was that we went to the most popular real estate website in our country, which is realestate.com.au. So we typed in the areas close to where we live, which we knew tended to have higher end real estate. So you want to go for areas with higher end homes because the more expensive the property, the more commission for the real estate agent, which means they will likely have a higher budget for marketing. So we would then review the properties in that particular area and note down the properties that does not have a video. We would then create a Google spreadsheet and copy and paste the links to the homes which we could potentially create videos for. The spreadsheet also includes details such as the real estate agent who was selling the property, the company they worked for, and their contact details. After creating a list of about 50 agents across a few higher end areas in Sydney, we then contacted them via text message.
When you're outreaching, we would highly recommend using the freemium approach, which is to essentially offer to do the first video for free in exchange for using the video for your portfolio. If you do a cracking job for the first video, there is a high likelihood that the real estate agent will use you for future videos. Plus, a real estate agent is much more likely to give you a shot if you're offering to do it for free. This was how Jason and I got our first real estate client when we started as complete beginners back in 2019. So let me show you the actual text message that we sent that got us our first real estate client back in 2019. So the message essentially just says, "Hi, the real estate agent's name. I am a videographer based in Sydney. Would love to give you some value and help shoot a real estate video of one of your property listings for free. In exchange, I'd like to use the video as part of my portfolio." And then we just included a link to a previous video that we did and just wrote, "Here is a link to a recent real estate video I shot to give you an idea of the quality of my work. Please let me know if you're interested and we can organize a time convenient for you." Surprisingly, that video that we shot of Jason's house, even though he had some dirty clothes on his bed, was enough for us to get an opportunity to shoot for an agent who sold luxury apartments near Sydney Harbour. We did a cracking job for the first video, and 2.5 years later, we're still working with that client and shooting some amazing luxury apartments for them every month.
So there's 2 things to keep in mind when you're doing outreach. Number 1, do not get discouraged if the agents don't get back to you. We reached out to around 20 to 30 people before even one agent replied back to us, allowing us to do a free portfolio shoot. Number 2, don't forget to follow up. If you haven't received a reply from the agents after a week, follow up with a polite text message along the lines of, "Hi, insert real estate agent's name. Just following up on my earlier message. Would you still be interested in a free real estate video? Look forward to hearing from you." You can track your follow-up through an additional column in your outreach spreadsheet, which tells you the date that you need to follow up on the agent.
And that's pretty much how we got started with real estate videography. Acquire the right gear, build a portfolio by shooting your own house or a friend or relative's house if they have a nicer place, outreach to real estate agents using the freemium approach, do a cracking job for the first free video that they come back to you for more real estate videos going forward. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you found this video valuable, make sure to give it a like and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell button if you want to be notified every time we post a new video. Now, if you want to hear more about our journey of how Jason and I went from complete beginners back in 2019 to now running our own video production company full time, make sure to sign up for our email newsletter, link in the description box down below. In our newsletter, we share all aspects of our journey from personal struggles, insights, specific steps, you name it. We would love to have you in our community. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below or just email us at jonoandjason@gmail.com.
Anyways, cheerio!
Bye.
Bye.